No more speculations. Finlex got your back with smarter living. The Finlex Smart Meter Project puts power in your hands, delivering faster data collection, consistent billing periods, and better service you can count on. Finlex got your back with smarter living. Smarter metering for 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 smarter living.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WeFM 99.9 is on now.
All righty, so we are back with you. It's talk time here. Open forum, not wasting any time. Good morning, Joshua.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad I got in. Dr. Thompson.
Hey.
From your age, you will not know Mr. Robinson, who used to be an English teacher at the grammar school. Robbie, he lived up in Montrose, just above the road. He used to say, yeah, anyway, this is not the main reason I called. The main reason I called is to ask you a question, and I would get off the air because I'm doing some volunteer work this morning and I got to run.
Sure.
And Dr. Thompson, please, I know you would not say, if that Ken Road keeps calling, I'm going to walk out of this studio. That's why I'm going to ask you this question. Or how handle the crowd blowing those vovisas, the noisemakers? How would you handle that? Would you walk off the stage? Now, I tell you, I personally, the way I would handle it, I'm not going to say, I'm just going to get off and listen to you. How will you handle your supporters making noise with these horns? I'm gone.
Well, I've been to a lot of these events, and the people make noise. We give them horns, right? And we want them to nicely blow them at a certain time. In church, somebody with tambourine, when they start to really get up, sometimes they go out of tune, sometimes they start to shake the tambourine at the wrong time. I think the way in which Leacock and Cummins handled that took away something from them, intolerant and so. And they will have to deal with that. Joshua, I can't answer your question, but sometimes it means that you turn around with bellow a little louder. You know what I mean? And therefore you will be heard by those who want to hear. But telling the crowd you're gonna stop, I think is wrong.
Okay. All right, we have another caller. Hi. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing, Mr. Thompson, everybody? Okay. You've heard the term geoengineering, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Last year, the Hurricane Beryl was geoengineered, right? I'll tell you how quickly and what happened yesterday. The Bajans are somehow kind of mad sick with this business. 3 days before Beryl hit, and 1 week before it started to develop, the Barbadians caught some scientists in the north of St. Lucie using a light into the sky. They said they were studying stars. One of the older residents got concerned and called somebody from the University of the West Indies, and they came up and they called the police and they asked them to leave Barbados immediately, which they had done. So what the Barbadians caught them doing was using a light to interfere with the ionosphere to heat up the ocean. That is why Beryl eat up the ocean like she was eating up lap food, right? Okay.
That is not true. That is not true. Let me say,
I disagree with
you have a right.
All right.
You have a right to express. My brother, you have a right to express. I'll leave it so.
Yeah, caller. Yeah, it's what you just said is quite interesting. And that starting point. For you to say something like that, it needs to be scientifically proven and
make you grow a tail.
Yeah,
I lived in South Africa. They make rain in South Africa, bro.
We understand that. We understand about cloud seeding and all of that. But you're talking about burial being geoengineered. I think the starting point of that conversation is yeah.
You won't get through the scientists, but here, that's not the point I'm making. Let me there are 100 left Turkey and left us in Turkey. The road it uses is across Barbados. The scientists in Barbados clock the aircraft, letting go chemtrails, which is the white thing you see passing across when an aircraft passes is because of the heat of the engine hitting the coolness of the atmosphere up there. That aircraft let go a lot of on it. Check your news.
All right.
And yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great. All right. Have a good one.
So often, a lot of phenomena takes place that we don't have the explanation, and people will seed us into thinking one way or the other. I'm not saying these things aren't possibly true, but I don't believe so.
At least the starting point at what he said there initially is what it is I have the issue with. All right. We have somebody on the line.
Grand Rising, Daniel. Hello?
All right.
Okay, so we have another person. Hi, Kojo.
Good morning, Dianna. I see you becoming a politician. You really becoming a politician. I see you pivot this morning.
No.
Yeah, you pivot.
Which one?
Wait.
Pivot.
Which one, Roleza or Dianna?
No, he said me.
Dianna pivot.
What pivot with? Which one?
The question was not the hospital. As soon as you want to make a point, you say hospital. You didn't want to give the selling out of the hospital. Okay.
No, not really. No, Kojo, that is not it at all. But if that is how you interpret it, I can't. Yeah, gone.
Kojo, hold on. We give you the time. Kojo, truthfully, after that, I said to Dianna, Dianna, people, when I'm talking, people they sometimes see you roll in your eye, and the expression on your face in a live suggests that you don't. It's not you don't agree with what I'm saying.
I wonder who these people are and what type of conversations you're having about me.
No, but and Dianna said the face, and I believe that. You understand? I believe that. So I don't want you, as you touching it, I don't want you reading into it. She has a right to ask those pivoting questions.
I didn't see your face. I just found your radio.
Okay, all right.
The question I have for Alicia. If you spill milk and you dry it up, do you get back the milk?
And you what? If you spill the milk,
and you dry it up, do you get back the milk?
If you rinse out the rag, you can get some milk back, right? You can squeeze out the rag, you get back some milk.
All right, I don't believe in parables. Come, tell me what you're telling me. Come, talk plain.
The point is, you asking that when you talking and sell out the place, what you could do after. The only thing you could do is probably cry.
No, but it is Kojo, it is a fair question, right? Because what we have to hold on, and wait. Okay, let me just say this part, right? One of the things that I like to do is to be able to see things from different angles, all right? Now, in asking the question, I think what we fail to remember that as citizens, that whenever it is, let's say a government or whoever puts forward something and we are not in agreement with it, that we have a voice as citizens, not because they have been elected into office means that we are silenced or we have to wait for the next 5 years or however long to pass before we can change them out or vote them out. We have things that we can do in the interim before the 5 years is up.
There is like what?
So we don't have a voice. We don't have a voice.
Storm Parliament.
So when you're saying we don't have a voice for NDP, you're also saying we don't have a voice for ULP.
I am saying.
All right, let's hear from Kojo. Let's hear from Kojo. Yes, Kojo.
The contract that whoever signed that contract with Mustique, how much years ago? It's for 99 years. No government could come in now. Because if you do that, if you try to take away Mustique from the company that has it, you have to pay every homeowner down there all the money one time.
So you think for something as serious as privatizing the hospital, then it would be done in secret? Now, really, I don't know about these things. So I really am asking. We would not know about this in advance? It would not be put to the people?
Kojo.
It will not put to the people because they run any mandate to tell you that something they want to do.
But is this an actual mandate or is this just Leacock speaking?
Yes.
And because you've only heard from Leak to be done?
Kojo, she is
how many times have you all said?
She's saying that Leacock is lying.
How many times have we
and
heard?
Friday does not need to tell and say he is wrong and he's lying on them.
How many times have we heard persons say that the NDP does not speak with a collective voice? So could this just be Leacock speaking and not necessarily speaking on behalf of the party?
Roleza wants to take a chance on that.
It's not a matter of taking a chance. Hey, y'all are worrying me this morning. It's not a matter of taking a chance, right? But it is asking a question. Can I understand that? Might be dictated to vote for the end just that. Yes, Kojo, I'm sorry for speaking over you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If someone is in a grouping and they come out and make a statement, right? And the grouping does not come out and say that is something that's wrong. Party is a party. If they come with Leacock saying we don't support that, then I can understand that. But no one has ever come out and say what Leacock is saying is wrong. They don't believe in that.
Listen, Kojo, do you
Kojo,
believe? Kojo, hear me. Do you believe that the NDP is going to switch from Taiwan to China? Do you believe that? Do you believe that they're still gonna try and sell some CBI? Because people don't hear. You think they're gonna try that? They've said so, but every single one of them ain't say so. I mean, I ain't hear Oliver in the Grenadines talk about it. So maybe it is. So I ain't hear Chevron John talk about it.
Joe, anything else?
No, well, I mean, I tried to get my point.
Yes, you've made your points. Yes.
All right.
And I'm not saying that to be dismissive. You have made your point, okay?
Dianna,
hi.
Dianna, I want you for next election. Which substance you're running for?
You'll never get mixed up in them things. If I want to... Yeah.
I just said, Kojo, be careful. I ain't asked Dianna. Roleza father last night in Bayaboo.
That's a
asked me to ask Roleza, but nobody gave me permission to ask Dianna.
Kojo was not talking about voting. He was asking about running as a politician.
All right, Kojo, we have some other calls coming in. You hear?
Okay.
All right, have a good one, Kojo.
Voting and running, boy. All right.
All right, caller, good morning.
Hi. Good morning to everybody there.
Good morning.
And I just want to know if we are mature enough as a nation to have a kind of a political meeting on the radio where you would have a proper adjudicator and members from either party, they could choose who it was, and questions put in by the general public to the adjudicator, who would then judge to see which question was appropriate. Give each candidate 2 minutes to answer a particular question. No rambling, get to the point. so that we know what either party is going to offer.
Caller.
Because what we have is ping-pong all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And we need, as a population, to get to the meat of the matter. Which party is doing X and which party is doing Y? So that the population can have a clearer picture as to who they so might wish to vote for. As of this point, we have politicians going around, oh, promise you this, I promise you that. And this is a constant rhetoric that we hear. So we need to get to the meat of the matter. And I would like to think that we were mature enough as a nation that we could have a debate on radio or any other media, that the politicians could put their case and clearly and concisely so that we would have a very clear picture of who wants what, and then we would know how to vote.
Caller,
listen off air. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm in such absolute agreement, and I do look forward to it as well. Something that I actually was trying to sort of organize in a sense, but
Caller, in another way, because you're not going to get two politicians come on and have a debate
of the opposing
on the
side.
16th. Caller, read the manifesto. It gives you everything in one.
Doc, you know what the caller was saying. Why are you twisting to run? You know exactly
I'm saying you're not gonna get that. Caller, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get
Why can't? But okay.
Okay, why you can't?
Okay, hold
why
on.
manna won't fall from heaven?
Somebody on the line. Somebody's on the line.
Get the manifesto.
Hi, caller. Good morning. We apologize for talking over you.
Ladies
Oh,
and
it's
gentlemen.
Stephen. Morning, Stephen.
Is Mr. Thompson speaking there?
Yes. Yes, Stephen.
Because if a party make a decision, if somebody in the party come out and say they're going to privatize hospital, that I mean one of them say that. That is, we know that we to company and say that. I and say that. I mean there is something that plan, everything plan. That mean the party ain't planning at all. So me not understand when say one man can make a decision. Yeah, one man can make a decision. We not them important decision there. Let them important things that are sucking inside the brain and the thoughts of people. That is ludicrous. Boy, that is a serious thing, man.
It's interesting. How Stephen saying this?
The Prime Minister belly big, and the cake big. You will understand pick up from seriousness?
Yes.
So me that is why I say no. That is why I see NDP will never form election against Sabin, so because some people they have their own people confused and all. They can't differentiate why is good from why is right from them. Because one time they say that they're not going to put up no billboard, they dictatorship thing, and they try to put up billboard like anybody else. Big board and Party put it up.
Foreign artists.
One time, again, that they're not going to bring in no music man, because that you are to fool people. And doing that, you could never believe in nothing. We Friday could promise he heaven, gold, silver. Well, I know Labour Party going to just believe in it. They get plenty more than that. Because they teach you to jeopardize and manipulate till into an election. So, brother, we have a fair election. You have no room for NDP again. But you go,
how are we going to have step in? How are we going to have a election and step in?
Man opinion.
Step in is saying, how are we going to have a fair election but there is no room for NDP? Step in? How are we going to be fair if there's no room for NDP?
No, in his mind.
I know what he's saying, but you can't be contradicting like that. So, all right.
Step in. Is there room for NDP in your?
When in your position, he might have a little room to say, well, talk.
In opposition.
The only room for them is in opposition. All right, step in. Have a good one today. All right, let's take the final call before we head on to this segment. But we will get back to the point that the caller made with the debate. Hi, Jeff. Morning.
Good morning. I understand what that lady was coming from with having moderators and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that will ever happen in St. Vincent.
Why not, though?
I don't think so.
Why not? Why?
Maturity?
Maturity on wait, hold on. Maturity on the part of either the leaders having that conversation or their appointed persons to have the conversation, that it can't be that maturity?
Yep. It won't be that. Because much less to go and face each other.
No, but let's say the leaders are. So I'm saying either the leaders or their appointed person. Maybe just one debate. We're not asking for 15 debates for the 15 constituencies. We're just asking for one.
Do you know? Listen. Do you know who I'd recommend as good moderators? The best moderators. Roleza and Dianna would be, I think, my choice. I would vote for that. What do you say?
I will do that too. I will do that. But what's the name there? Could you make a point there about Lee Cock and some of them coming out and making statements and they're not be corrected? No. How many times have Mr. Lee Cock made statements that the leader have not come out and say no? He already appointed himself as minister for
national security.
Yes, last night over the week on the stage, this man said that when they win, that the prime minister will swear in, the attorney general will swear in, and the minister of security, and the rest of you could sit down and basically shut up. And only 2 persons on the stage clap. How could you say that at the political rally? 3 people swear, and he has to be. And Mr. Friday have never come out.
No, wait. Are you sure he said that? I mean, what you're telling me?
No, and I prefer the question to ask is, did you see and hear that for yourself? Because
yes, I tape it.
Okay.
I have the tape.
Okay.
I tape it.
Send me the tape. I will get the tape. Yeah. My number 528-660. 528-660. I want that tape.
Listen.
Because that's outrageous.
You have access to something with page. Something with WhatsApp page.
Okay. All right.
I put it on something with access page.
I
put the video right there.
Okay.
If you could get a something page, I put it there. I couldn't believe it. I could not. All right. With that, I go on.
All right, Jeff.
Not correcting anything.
All right. Have a good one, Jeff.
People tell you what they're going to do. Believe them.
Go ahead, Dianna.
Well, some people tell us, some don't. They just do. But I forget what I was gonna ask. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what they call, I am in agreement with having at least one debate, right? And the reason why I'm saying it is that many times when we do the interviews, or even here this morning with our back and forth conversation, there's a lot of this is what they say they're going to do, and there's a counteraction, etc. Right? But as she said, many times when you do interviews, to get just an answer that could possibly be yes or no with a little piece of extra, we're taking up the hill, down the hill, and round the corner. All right. So there are times when, just to be able to avoid us assuming or there being speculation, there's nothing wrong with the debates. Absolutely nothing wrong with having at least a debate, answer succinctly as she said, so that we would know clear cut what their policies are, what their position is on whatever the particular question that is being put towards them. I see nothing wrong with it. And I do think that we are mature enough to be able to do it.
Yes, we are mature enough. Unfortunately, people know and have tested certain opinions they have may be unpopular. Switching from Taiwan to China is something that the NDP has backed off in talking
All right,
about.
so if we have a debate,
However,
we have a debate and you put it directly to them, then how can they be
yes
evasive?
or no.
Then they would talk. But
about
if
the
they
debate,
are being evasive, but
However,
if you have a debate and they are evasive, then you get your answer right there.
There's a national debate taking place at every single level. It doesn't have to depend on WEFM putting on a debate, or NBC Radio or whatever having a debate, and the ratings they will get and the advertisement and all that kind of thing. Or the journalists, you'd love them things, being part of people. However, there's a national debate taking place. NDP wants to be silent on the subject of going to mainland China, but but they've expressed they're going there, and if just because they ain't talking about MBC, they're going to sell passports, they're going to privatize stuff.
And you don't think
and the point about to get them to answer yes or no, and when they waffle, as you say, go up and down, go around.
But you're not answering the question about the debates. Either you're going up and down and around. Too, we want to know why our politicians who tell us that we have a voice. We are the people. The power is in you. Hire us, put us there. And now we're having a voice and we're saying we would like you to debate. You're ignoring us. You don't want to debate. I'm insulted because you're working for me.
Yes,
so you can imagine if Jews tell me to come and do something and I tell Jews I ain't doing none.
You're right. I'm agreeing with you, Dianna.
Me.
I'm agreeing with you. But the fact that they don't have a debate, I'm not the person debating, so you don't have to be vexed with me, Dianna. You know what I mean? But the point about it is that since they are debating, what next? There's a national
debate. Go to your colleagues and tell them we would like a debate. You speak to your ULP colleagues and we would find somebody to speak to the NDP politicians. We deserve to have say something, come out and tell us, no, we're not debating,
who will you
we will consider
to
us something.
Politicians? Who will you ask to speak to your NDP politicians?
No,
who will you ask?
What is wrong with you, Dr. Thompson?
No.
Why would you put the question like that? Be for real.
No, hear what you said. You put it to me. Dr. Thompson, you speak to your NDP people. You will find
you will
say
find over and over
to speak to the NDP politicians. I know what you said, you know. You will find somebody to speak to the NDP politicians. I asked you, who will you find?
You said, who will you find to speak to your NDP politicians?
Right,
you did that on purpose.
No.
Dr. Thompson, don't come here and do me that sort of nonsense. Don't involve me in that nastiness that you have. Okay?
Okay, all right.
You said, Dr. Thompson, you must go and speak
because
to
you want to give the impression, you want people to go with, oh, you hear what he said?
Okay,
you're NDP, so she's NDP, and then they're going to run with that, knowing the season we're in and knowing the platform that I have. I'm not playing those games.
But Dianna, what did you say first? You said, Dr. Thompson,
so
you must not associated with the ULP politicians.
Have you not said repeatedly that you are associated with the ULP? Have you not said that?